Hello, and welcome back to my summer car. As I'm sure it's probably pretty obvious, it has been a few days. Unfortunately, the healing process is not going as quickly as I had hoped. I guess that's just something that comes with age. So I apologize if this is short or low on commentary, or if I constantly have a bit of a lisp. I still have a bit of swelling in my jaw, so makes it difficult to talk, but honestly, I'm going to go crazy if I can't make more videos. So here we are, because this is one of the few things that gives me purpose. So what I have done thus far is I took the car, I left it at Fleetari's. It was Friday, so I had to leave it over the weekend, but he got us a new windshield, which also made us broke, so I spent the weekend and the past few days just doing some work to get some money. And we've got our car hopefully ready to go, and what I want to do for this episode is hopefully drive to town and see about getting the inspection done and see if we can even get close to passing it or not. So let's get this running. Get the choke set a bit. And it is finicky. There we go. Alright, I think we've got everything we need. We've got our helmet in case we break our window again. Some fuel cans I'd like to fill up. Some drinks. We've got some deliveries to make. Some extra coolant and oil. And everything we should need to pass inspection, hopefully. So we'll see what we're missing when we get there, I guess. Seatbelt on. And it's not warm yet, but we will warm it up on the road. Now, this is the first time we've actually taken it out for a proper drive while it's whole and running properly. Well, hopefully running properly, we'll see. Definitely gonna have to hook my controller up for the racing portion of this, I think. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do it on keyboard. I mean, I can drive alright on keyboard, but it's a chore not being able to control my throttle or my steering angle accurately. Alright, so let's not go too overboard. I don't want to wreck on my way to get the inspection done. Again, that would be terrible. I really don't want to have to pay for another windshield. Although the last one was just because me holding my bundle of wire apparently made the game cranky. It is kind of dark out, isn't it? Make sure I got my lights hooked up. Okay, I do. Excellent. Probably wouldn't pass inspection if they weren't. The one time I'm going to be careful crossing the train track here. Oh! I guess that paid off. Jesus. My Satsuma sense was tingling. Alright, let's see. Quickest way to get to town. I think maybe we'll go this way. We'll take the freeway around to Fleetari's and then get off the freeway before the police stops and take the dirt road the rest of the way. I want to see how this thing handles on the freeway. Probably not super great, but because right now I've got the well, actually no, it should be fine because these are just the kind of semi-rally tires, I think. Oh, I'm seeing Pina. Oh. looks alright. Man, that ass. I'd kill him if it wouldn't send me to jail. Well, hopefully that didn't break anything. Glad I saw that smoke trail coming. I almost didn't have time to react. Alright, well, it seems to be running alright. As long as I didn't detach anything important, we should be okay. So yeah, that's another advantage to taking the freeway is avoiding that jackass. And I believe there aren't any police stops between here and the road for the Atari shops, so. I'll listen to that gearbox whine. Okay, we're at 80 right now. Temperature's alright, fuel's alright, oil pressure's alright. Okay, we're looking good so far. We do only have a 4-speed in this, so we don't want to push it too far. We're building a rally car after all, not a drag racer, so we definitely want to be a bit more gentle with it. Plus, I don't want to wear out all these brand new engine parts I just put on here already. I am missing that racing exhaust though, but I had to take that off because I don't think that passes inspection. I think the rest of what I left on here should though. Please stay on your side of the road. Jeez. Sure handles nice though. Be even better with a wheel, but a controller will have to suffice. Alright, bridge is right here, so we are coming up to our pull-off. I suppose we could risk it and just take the highway the rest of the way in, but I really don't want to get a big fine for having an unlicensed car on the road. So we will get off the road here, but we do have our semi-rally tires, so that should at least help us for the rest of this trip. I don't think there's anything else I need at Fleetari's, so we will not worry too much about that. Just head on into town, hopefully, and get this inspection done. If we can avoid Pinar, destroyer of cars, ruiner of runs. Interrupter of inspections. Okay, let's not. I don't have the rally suspension on here yet. Gotta be careful. This thing cannot handle hard bumps that well without shit falling off. Man, but it's so hard to just not drive it fast. Well, I mean, fast is a relative term, but when you're on a dirt or gravel road that's really bumpy and curvy like this, 60 kilometers an hour can be pretty damn fast. When the weekend runs around, we'll have to stop by the pavilion here. There's somebody I would like to meet, and I believe he has something I would like to obtain. Potentially through nefarious means, but we'll see. Oh man, this car is so much nicer to drive than any other vehicles in the game, really. Once you get it a bit fixed, anyways. It's a nightmare at the start, but when you start getting a couple upgrades on here and you get some, really the tires make a huge difference. That's probably the biggest difference, I think, out of everything, has been the tires. Because just being able to keep grip on the road at speed is really important. And not run into things. Because I was looking at the second monitor. I have a feeling this isn't going to be a super long video because I can already feel the bit of swelling increasing a little, so my talking is going to unfortunately be a little limited, but you know, maybe that's your thing. Maybe you just want me to shut up and play. I don't know, let me know down in the comments. Whoa, dude. Guy trying to get me put in jail on my way to get my inspection done. I do not want to spend time in prison. That is not a pleasant experience as far as I've heard for this game. And I know at one point there was an easy way out. You could pee on the television, but I don't know if that works anymore. Alright, here we are. We are in town. How are we doing? We're still plenty good on fuel. It's a bit bouncy. I'm not liking that. I don't know if that's suspension or what, but... Man, everyone's trying to die today, aren't they? Is it open? Looks like it. Alright, here we go. I assume I just park it here. Oh, forgot to put my seatbelt back on after last time. Don't do that. Alright, here we go. $325 marks. Do your thing, my dude. Well, at least I got the car on the hoist, right? Hey, careful now. Stuff might fall off if you do that. Can I just work on my car here, please? Alright, what do you got for me, dude? I am such a character with this car of mine. I agree. Although I think at this point the car's... You're not getting baby chickens or eggs. I wonder what that means. Hey! I must have passed my plates. Oh, yeah. 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 Gimme. Do I take this, or... says it's my receipt. Nothing failed. How awesome is that? I passed it. Tax sticker. I assume I have to pay for that also. Alright, let's see. What does this say? Well, let's go take a look at the car then. We have passed inspection. Can we put our plates on? Oh, yeah. I assume you have to pay the tax sticker, otherwise you'll still get in trouble. But, you know what? Better safe than sorry. Oh, yeah, look at that baby. We are inspected. Now we can take it home and start getting some actual stuff on it. So we've got $6,000 with us. I don't think I need to take this with me, do I? I don't see anywhere. Normally you click on something, but it's just sitting there, so. Yep, okay. Well, I'll leave it there then. Alright, we have passed inspection. We've got our plates. We are fully legal now. Time to make this thing very unlegal. Oh, that wasn't nice. That didn't sound good, but whatever. Alright, let's swing by the store. Pick up some supplies. Maybe if we want to go the correct way, but I suppose while we're at it, we'll stop over here and pick up some water. Really? Wasn't that rough. Now I do have an order I made where I think I ordered like one part that I was going to drop off. So we'll get that taken care of also. I didn't want to order too many things because I was concerned that I may not pass inspection and I may have to do more work or buy more parts. So I wanted to save my money, and I don't want to end up broke like I usually do, where I'm kind of scrounging at the last moment, so. We do have a couple of fuel cans we need to fill up also. So we'll do that. Oh, yeah, nice. Plates and everything. The door didn't close. Sorry, I just wanted a nice screenshot of that. It looks nice with the weather. Alright, let's see now. We've got our gasoline can. We need to fill up, and then we will grab our diesel can and we'll fill that up with fuel oil for Kekmet. Or the bike. Or whoever else needs it. We're doing alright on money. I want to get supplies fully stocked up. And then once everything's stocked up, we'll start getting parts. We've got to get our racing exhaust back on. Let's see what else. Yeah, most of the other parts are really expensive though. You know, the seats, the nitro, the really, really good racing carb. All that stuff's really expensive. So that's probably going to be, you know, a week of work or more each upgrade for some of those. Unless, of course, I can find a way to make a lot of money really fast, but things like that usually come with, oh, that's already full. Cool. Did not know I already filled that up. Excellent. But most things like that tend to have a bit of a price, so kind of want to avoid that if possible. Let's drop our order off. Hey, Tamo buddy, what do you got for me? Not restocked for that yet. That's okay. I'm buying all of your bug spray. We're good on fuses and batteries. We need some brake and clutch fluid. We're good on 2-stroke. We've got everything else we need here. Let's grab a couple light bulbs. You need to restock. Oh, you're restocking tomorrow. Okay. Well, we got enough food at home for that. And some beer. Oh. Anything else we need? I don't think so. Oh, we might as well stock up on the sugar as well. There we go. That way we don't have to worry about buying that stuff for a while. It's going to cost us a bit to start with, but it'll be worth it in the long run. Thank you, buddy. Always here to help me out when I need it, Tamo. You have a nice day, too. Everybody always picking on Tamo. I don't know why. He's just a nice guy trying to run a legitimate business. And I think he deserves more credit than he gets. Alright, is there anything else we need to do while we're in town? I don't think so. So let's get home and get this racing exhaust back on. I might wait and do that next time. We've been going for about 22 minutes. I'm starting to get a little sore, unfortunately, so I'm thinking we'll head home, make this a pretty short episode. I think this is actually going to be my 250th video uploaded, which is kind of crazy when I think about it, but I wanted to do something special for it, but it's been a few days and I haven't really been able to upload anything at all, and I wanted to get, something on here. Everyone's been very patient and kind, and I want to play this game. This is probably the game I am enjoying the most right now, and there is some stuff that I can do, obviously off recording. But a lot of the stuff I want to include, like the inspection today, I could have just done that real quick, but that's a pretty big milestone for this game, so I definitely wanted to include it, but I also didn't want to go without uploading anything for ages. I don't know how much longer it's going to take for my jaw to finish healing, but I'm just going to stick with it and keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and eventually we will get there. What are we at, 130? Okay, yeah, let's not redline this too much. My engine block is not new, so, and neither is my transmission. Man, this thing drives so nice. I can't believe I passed inspection the first time. I think I'm going to attribute that to two separate things. The first one being that everyone in the comments has been extremely helpful about letting me know about things that I've missed or things that I need for inspection, like having to have the triangle off of Kekmet in the back. I didn't know I was going to need that. So that would have been a few hundred marks down the drain just figuring that out. So thank you everyone in the comments and on the Discord for letting me know about these things. That helped a lot. And I think the second thing that helped, 140, geez. Got a lot off of it a little bit there. I'm going to cook this thing. I think the other thing, other than my just general experience with vehicles, is just that I've taken a lot of time when I'm doing stuff, not recording, when I'm just doing, jobs to make money or whatever. I will go over the car and kind of double check the, check my bolts and my connections, make sure the lights and stuff are working. And I just, I know this game can be pretty rough and stuff will fall off. I like to kind of try and make sure stuff stays tight so it doesn't just rattle off. And I think just, paying attention to keeping things in running order first is what made it so I could pass the inspection that easily. Well, not easily, but on the first time. It definitely was not easy to get the car to inspection. Actually, when I get up here and stop, we'll look and see how many hours it took me to get the car to pass inspection. Man, this thing cooks, even with partial upgrades. And with that racing radiator in there, it's not overheating at all. But I also know the suspension is not great. We're still running on stock suspension. We don't want to fly off the road and roll this thing right after we passed our inspection. But now that we've passed the inspection, I think we can actually take part in the rally. So I suppose we could always, sorry. Almost missed my stop there. We could always give it a try this weekend, although I have a feeling I would end up trashing the car. And there's no way I'm going to get near winning anything with just this configuration right now. I'm really going to need the suspension. So I hope this episode hasn't been too awfully boring. I'm just still trying to take it easy like the doctor says, and I really wanted to try this inspection, and I really wanted to share it with everyone. Whether I passed or failed. If I failed, it just would have been some more work on the car first, and, we're no stranger to that, so that's right. I mean, that's why I play this game. I love doing the work on the cars. That's the working on the cars and driving them is the most fun part for me, so the chores and survival stuff is just kind of secondary. I play a lot of survival games, so that's just, you'll see that my thirst and hunger and stuff is always pretty low or at minimum, and that's just because it comes naturally to me to try and keep those things, as stocked as possible. Because in a survival game, when shit hits the fan, if you're fully fed, fully hydrated, well rested, you're gonna have a much better chance of surviving whatever thing you might encounter, Oh, man. Is this thing just timed to kill the Satsuma? Well, I guess you learn. I've learned from seeing videos of other people running into the train. I know it doesn't run that often, but for it to run on the way there and the way back is pretty crazy, man. And for it to be crossing right as I get there. Bugger's trying to get me. Well, yeah, so anyways, like I was saying, I hope this hasn't been too boring. We've gotten quite a bit out of it. I'm probably not going to edit too much out of it, because I kind of wanted to try just to chill, laid back, drive our beautiful car that we finally finished and got running, take advantage of, all the hard work we've put into it, and just enjoy a nice drive to town, do our inspection, which we surprisingly passed. I'm only, to be honest, about 50% surprised. I figured there would be something that I would miss, but I figured I'd be pretty close, because, the people in the comments have been very helpful with things that I've missed, and I've spent a lot of time kind of babying this car, so I'm not super surprised it passed, but I am very glad it did. I was expecting there to at least be something, especially when we went off the road because of Uncle Pinar there, so. Anyways, we have finally arrived home just about. And it is not even 3 p.m. yet. Nice. Maybe we'll get some phone calls for some more work. Maybe we'll put together another order before we finish the episode. I think we'll do that. Because we've got the sewage truck emptied. Alright. I'll just get this. Man, that suspension is bouncy. Get this lined up a little bit. There we go. Brake on. Ignition off. You rest, you beauty. You wonderful, wonderful car. Let's get this diesel out. We'll leave the gas in there for now for emergencies. Let's see, is there anything else in here that we need to take out? Oh, look at, we've got plates. Maybe no. I keep thinking maybe I didn't need to buy that tax stamp, but I'm sure I did. Oh, that's right, we've got a bunch of kill you to deliver. But I think I want to get another batch or two before we do that and just do it all in one run. Looks good to me. Alright. Let's take a look in our catalog. We got $5,000 right now. We want to make sure and save money for bills. Actually, no, let's get our groceries put away first before they go bad. Yeah, see, stuff like this, it's just normal for me to just do that stuff while I'm playing, so my thirst and hunger never really run out. Where's my... There it is. Get this emptied out. Actually, did I buy anything refrigerated? I don't think I did. Oh, no, the tower fell. Darn. Now we are well stocked for our kill you supply as well. Since I bought the store. Oh, that's fine. We probably needed that anyways. Okay, so we don't need to put anything in there. That is a weird bug. And then we've also got, I'll organize those in, but we've also got sugar and yeast in here as well. So I've been stocking up. Let's get cleaned up here real quick. We're not very dirty, but it's an opportunity to take a leak while we're at it. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Get that last little drip out of there. And shake it no more than 3 times, and we're done. Oh, perfect timing. What is it? Grandma, milk, sugar, and sausages. I do not have any milk. We'll have to do that in the morning. But we'll take the car to do it. And we can drop off our order at the same time. Alright, so we got our exhaust. We've got to put our steel header back on. We've got some GT parts to put on. Oh man, this stuff's expensive. Let's see, do we have any functional stuff we actually need? There's some nice wheels. No offset. We have a GT steering wheel. We don't really need any of this stuff. I think I ordered the shift tack already. Don't need that. We've got everything on here. We do need the NOS. That would run us broke. We can't afford the 4-barrel. The seats would make us broke also. The suspension would make us broke. Might have ordered the lights also. Man, okay. I guess we're going to have to make some more money before we do any more orders. But that's okay. So I'm going to work on getting the exhaust and header back on there, and then we'll see about making some money. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Thank you for hanging out with me if you're still here. I really do appreciate it. It makes a big difference. Let me know if there's anything down in the comments you can think of that I have missed so far, or anything you'd like to see. You know, we can paint stuff, apparently. I do want to get the special paint jobs, but what happens if I just... Does that do anything, or does it have to be taken off? Must have to be taken off. That's alright. Oh, we don't want that in our inventory. Anyways, enough stalling. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode, which should hopefully be very, very soon. I'm starting to feel better, so it's looking up. So until next time, take care, be safe, and I will see you later.